Awesome. So welcome to the call tonight, guys. Of course, this is Sarah Julian, Sassy Entrepreneur. If you're on this call, make sure you have shared this link in your groups. Make sure you have shared it to all your people. Make sure your whole team is on, because this is very vital information for every single person on this call and in this team and in this opportunity. We are in a very, very amazing time in the crypto space. And we have the luck of being in one of the best projects in this space, if I must say so myself, called SCF. And what is SCF? SCF is a financial blockchain, a dual blockchain. Currently, they are going through something called a hackathon, right? They are launching a hackathon event for their FSP coin. So the SCF Hackathon Fund is the incubation engine of the FSP ecology. It aims to promote the innovation of blockchain technology through global hackathon activities to help the SCF blockchain become a leader in the financial field. As we know, everything in the world is turning towards blockchain technology, especially finance, right? And if we are at the forefront of that, always being ahead of the trend is what creates massive success when it comes to rolling out new technology. Now, the mission of the Hackathon Fund is to cultivate talent for FSP, to ignite innovative thinking within FinSwap, to cultivate technical talent for FinSwap, to drive the development of the FinSwap technology community, right? And to participate in this hackathon fund, it is very, very simple. Simply as a supporter, you can make a donation to the hackathon fund with USDT or a mixture of USDT plus FUSD. And when you do so, you receive an equivalent amount of FSP as a gift, right? And this FSP, it is very, very valuable to you because guess what? It is the native coin of SCF's decentralized exchange, which is FinSwap. Now, every major blockchain has a decentralized exchange, right? For example, Binance Smart Chain has a decentralized exchange, which is PancakeSwap, right? Ethereum blockchain has a decentralized exchange called Uniswap, okay? And so on and so forth. Every single blockchain has a decentralized exchange, and that decentralized exchange uses its own currency as gas fees. And when you are dealing with currencies that are gas fees for entire ecosystems, you are sitting and holding a winner for sure. Now, the FSP is the platform utility token issued by FinSwap, and the users who are holding the FSP tokens will enjoy multiple benefits, such as platform dividends, voting rights, governance, and so much more, including airdrops and so forth, right? The core technological advantages of FinSwap is, first of all, its technical architecture being dual chain lightning interaction and atomic swap, meaning it's very fast and you will now be able to swap various currencies from different blockchains for each other. For example, Ethereum to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to Solana, and so on and so forth. Now, of course, usually if you're wanting to swap any coin from one blockchain to another, you have to send that coin to a centralized exchange, change it to the coin you want, then send it to where you want to send it to, right? And that usually incurs very high gas fees. So with this new architecture, this new technology inside of the SCF blockchain, it will actually allow for persons to be able to be efficient with the gas fees that they spend. They're going to enjoy lower gas fees, reducing the slippage, and addressing challenges of decentralized cross-chain liquidity. Okay. So of course, the future impact of FinSwap cross-chain liquidity, like we just mentioned, high throughput, over 80,000 transactions per second, ability to reduce slippage and risk, And of course, all of this addresses so many industry challenges currently happening inside of the crypto space. No, the distribution model of FSP basically is that the total supply of 10 billion coins is what is available. 50% of that is for donations only, which is the phase that we are in. We're able to make your donation and get yourself some FSP, right? 20% goes for liquidity mining. 15% for FSP's lab, academic, and ecological contributions, 10% for FSP's operations, 5% for community promotional plans. Okay. Now, the hackathon propels the FSP ecosystem projects, and they will provide support for these high value projects, jointly promoting the thriving development of the SCF ecosystem through methods such as IDO sales, which is what is going on right now, airdrop benefits. That means that every single new project that is going to be launched on the FinSwap decentralized exchange, because we are donating now, we're going to actually receive airdrops of those coins into our wallets for free. So that's free money, guys, right? And free money is always amazing. And of course, deep strategic collaboration. They are working to create collabs with several companies in DeFi, in gaming, artificial intelligence, and so much more. So there's a lot on the horizon, guys. And SCF, their development team, always have a way of surprising us with new amazing technology. And I think as we start moving, we're going to continue to gain more speed. It's going to be a snowball effect, right? Where we started off small and then we keep moving towards more and more earnings, more and more success. Now, the estimated value of FSP for this year, 2024, they're looking to be at a market cap of $20 billion, which means that the coin could go up to $200 to $300, right? This year, 2024. And then next year, they're looking to get to $80 billion in market cap. That means the coin could be $800 to $1,000 per coin. So just imagine if you had 1,000 FSP, 2,000 FSP, 3,000 FSP. What could this look like for you? I think this will be absolutely, absolutely amazing. Okay. Now let's look at the global hackathon events. First of all, they're basically doing 12 events, one in each country in each month of this year. So in January, they did Malaysia, February, Thailand, this month, Vietnam, next month, South Korea, then India, Japan, Pakistan, Nigeria, Philippines, Dubai, Singapore, and Los Angeles, California is the end all be all for that hackathon event. So they're ending everything out in December in the beautiful Los Angeles, California in the USA, right? Let's see. And as you can see, they have all of these events already planned out all the way to December of this year, guys, right? And that particular event is going to be at the Beverly Hills Wilshire Hotel, which is a member of the Four Seasons. They expect to have participants of over 10,000 people at that event. So that should be very amazing. So the objectives of the Global Hackathon event is number one, promote technological innovation for FSP, cultivate technical talents for FSP, increase awareness of emerging technologies for FSP, enhance the brand image, driving the ecological development of the SCF blockchain, and also building a global community for FSP and SCF, right? So this is going to be kind of like a marketing coin for the entire ecosystem, okay, where we are going to see this coin go not only into our applications launched there, but also we're going to see it on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. We're going to see it on exchanges like BitGet, OKX, Binance, and all of these, right? So lots and lots of big things on the horizon and on the future, in the future for this. Let's look a little bit at the value of the SCF, right? FSP value, pardon me. Okay, this is what we're really focused on right now, is the FSP value. Just as I mentioned before, of course, FSP is the native coin for the FinSwap cross-chain asset exchange. Okay, so why FinSwap? Why now? Well, first of all, of course, because FinSwap has been the application inside of the ecosystem that has been making and generating the most profits, right? Of course, it's easily adopted because we have been using it to swap internal coins. But once this is relaunched, we're going to be able to use it for also cross-chain. And then we're going to have projects being launched on that exchange. From those projects, we're going to be receiving airdrops into our wallet. Fast time to market, same reason. It's, we've already been using it, okay? And of course, crypto bull run season, which is the best season to really launch a new coin in this space, okay? Now, exchanges are very, very profitable. Just an example of how profitable it really is. Let's take a look at Binance, for example. They do a $10 billion trading volume with 150 million users. Crazy, right? Can you just imagine 150 million users, maybe each doing 1 to 2 transactions per day, or maybe even 3 transactions per day, each transaction charging them about 10 cents per transaction, and so forth. That is hundreds of millions of dollars in profits that are being generated on a daily basis, right? Uniswap, which is the decentralized exchange for the Ethereum blockchain, okay? They do $1 billion daily trading volume with users of 30 million, okay? So how much more for FinSwap, which has a total amount of addresses of 61 million users, and the company is just saying, hey, we just need 1% or more to activate. In fact, we need 3 million of these 61 million addresses to get activated and get themselves some FSP. Okay? Amazing stuff right there. So FSP holders, once you actually make your donation and you get yourself your FSP, of course, you'll be earning dividends, okay? You also will be able to participate in incentive programs. So there's a lot of incentives and stuff that is coming on. For those who have been with us from the beginning, you know that when they start doing incentives, it gets really fun, right? Voting rights on FinSwap platform, and also airdrops from every new listing to FinSwap DEX. Okay, very exciting stuff. Now, FSP is going to be used for trading fees on FinSwap and, of course, gas fees. In future, it could be used as gas fees for SCF as well. So they might work on some type of integration where SCF and the FSP work together hand in hand inside of other areas of the ecosystem. That's going to be very exciting as well, okay? Now, deflationary features, these are very, very important. These are the features or the tokenomics that actually allows a coin to rise in value. And if you were in any doubt before, I'm sure none of us here are in doubt anymore, especially when we go to our back office and we click on FSP, we click on FSP quotes, and we can see that the FSP coin is already at $1.31 and rising by a ratio of 3% every single day. Food for thought, right? And that is just from internal burning FSP coins that are being used to cash out, right? This is what is causing the price to rise, because when they burn the coins, they're basically removing it from circulation. When they remove those coins from circulation, that means now that there are less coins on the market, and so less supply equals a higher price, right? Simple principles of demand and supply. But not only that, but once the coin is launched, they will be doing an additional burn, which is where they will take 10% of all the donations that have been made. They're going to use that to now buy more FSPs and burn that out of circulation. It's just amazing to see exactly how that is going to go. Then, of course, they have the linear release, okay? And this one is a very, very important one, okay? This one is a very important one because, of course, when the coin launches, all right, we don't want to see this and then see this, okay? We don't want to see this here. What we want to see ideally is this, right? We want to see a nice continuous movement to the upside, okay? But how is that created? That is actually created by various tokenomics, and the linear release along the FSP burn is a very important factor that allows the coin to constantly grow in value and give our assets value, right? And of course, we want our assets to have value. Because can you imagine if some people are holding maybe 100,000 coins, okay? 1,000,000 coins, 10,000 coins, okay? And every one of those coins, once the FSP launch was unlocked, this would be the result, right? Probably it would go to maybe $4 and they would just go so boom, dump on everyone and destroy the price of the FSP. And that is not what we want. So the linear release, what it is basically is that every single day for 180 days, when the coin has launched, you're going to be receiving a release of the total amount of coins you have bought every day, right? So for example, if you have 1,000 FSP, that means that you could be being released 5.5 FSPs every single day, right? If you have 2,000, it will be double that. 3,000, it will be triple that. If you have 10,000 or 100,000, you do the math, divided by 180 days. But by the end of 180 days, the entire amount of what you have bought would have been released to you. Now, the result of that is that when everyone is having like a portion being released at a time, instead of people being able to dump, they're only going to be selling off small portions. So that means that the price is going to rise. And of course, people take profits here. Then it's going to rise again. Some people are going to take profits again. But it's going to continuously be moving in a bullish manner. And that is the goal. That is what we want to see on the charts. We don't want to see any bloody charts, guys, right? And that's a thing in crypto. Most coins that launch, literally in the first hour, they crash because of the same reason we just discussed. People have full access to all of the coins at the same time. And as soon as it gets to some reasonable price, boom, they dump. Here's an example right here, right? This coin launch, it actually did a nice wave. Okay, it launched at 0.75, which is 75 cents per Filecoin. Now, Filecoin is basically a coin for a crypto Dropbox. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of us use Dropbox. We use OneDrive, so you know what that is, cloud storage. Okay, so this launched at 75 cents. It did a 300x in profit. It did an all-time high of $245 per coin. Okay, so let's say you were a Filecoin investor back in the day, and you decided to buy 1,000 Filecoins. So you bought it at the low at 75 cents. Okay, you paid $750 buying yourself 1,000 coins. And then what happened? It went up to a high of $245. You have 1,000 coins times $245. You held that bad boy till then. You now have $245,000, guys, right? You just turned $750 into $245. But of course, what happens is that boom, people start selling off, selling off, selling off. Look at how the price dipped. The price dipped to what? $25. No, $50 here. From 245 all the way to $50. It tried to rally back up again, went up to what? 125, and then it dropped all the way down. As you can see, the current price is now lower than the launch price. And this happens very, very often in cryptocurrency. And I think we are just blessed to have a team on this project that actually know how to build and grow and control the growth of a coin in order to allow for us to have a very valuable asset, right? And that's what crypto is. Crypto is assets, right? Crypto are assets. So in this season, we are, of course, in the crypto bull run and approaching the Bitcoin halving in about 30 days or so, right? And look at where Bitcoin came from. Bitcoin, it was a whole journey from those who started at $0, right? And saw a high of $20. They thought that that was going to be the highest this would ever go. But to their surprise, after it dipped to $2.50, when the halving came, boom, what happened? It went up to $1,000. People were so excited then. They were like, whoa, did this thing actually go to $1,000? Yeah, it did. Okay. And it dipped, as all assets will do, because that's how the market moves in waves. It can never go straight up or straight down, right? It has to rest, has to rest. 2016, halving again, boom, goes to 2,500, dipped a little bit, and in the same season, boom, went up to $7,325. Then in 2020, of course, what happened next halving? Boom, it went up to $64,000. And right now we are in the next halving season. It hasn't happened quite yet. It's in a couple of days. Well, I should say in about 30 days or so. Okay, we saw Bitcoin do a low of 17,000. People were like, oh, Bitcoin is a bubble. Bitcoin is dying, never to return. Nope. What did Bitcoin do? Right now, we're seeing Bitcoin at 66,000 and growing. Just the other day, it actually went up to 70,000. And of course, right now, it's on a retracement before it continues on its move upwards, right? But it has broken the last all-time high. Well, when this happens, another side effect of the Bitcoin halving is that other coins, like smaller market cap coins, are pumped because of that, because there's a lot of money coming into the crypto space at that time. Currently we have so much funds coming into the crypto space, trillions of dollars from hedge funds such as BlackRock and so forth, governments buying up as much Bitcoin as possible. Even on the news, I'm sure you guys who listen to your news regularly, you have seen the exposés and the interviews and all of them speaking about how persons and banks and governments no longer trust fiat currency, as in the paper money that but they are looking at crypto as a more valuable asset, and that is what they want to be keeping their money in right now. They want to be keeping their money, their assets safe in the crypto space. So currently we have the Bitcoin fourth halving happening. We have Ethereum's third halving happening. I think from the beginning of this year, I've been saying, guys, get yourself some Ethereum. At that time, it was $1,000. Since that time, it went from $1,000 to $4,000. I hope there's someone on this call who actually listened to me and got themselves some Ethereum, right? And then, of course, we have Metaverse, GameFi, NFTs, DeFi, and tokenization. All of these things coming into play, okay, in the crypto space, and all of these funds moving into these spaces as well, and creating such an amazing comeback during the crypto bull run, right? So where are you situated? So the price projection here for the FSP, of course, is based on the support from the community builders and the community like you and me. Okay, the FSP burn mechanism, that's going to be huge once it gets started. The linear release, and of course, best timing. As you can see, we are in one of the best timing periods for this coin. So are you ready for the crypto bull run, guys? If the highest peak of FSP is $300 and you have 1,000 FSP, that will be worth over $300,000 in future. Not only that, but holding your FSP will also start earning you dividends daily until the FSP launches. Once the FSP launches, the dividends are going to stop. And then, of course, you're going to be eligible for other FinSwap benefits like the airdrops and incentives and all of that stuff that we spoke about earlier. Okay? So how can you really turn the FSP currently into your own money-making machine, right? How can you achieve high daily income in FSP? Now, there are various ways to do this. Of course, by buying your FSP, that's one way. And also, you can choose to share this with other persons that are interested in getting their hands on coins that can make them a 10x, a 5x, a 10x, a 20x, a 30x, or 100x in this crypto bull run. So many people out there looking for great projects that they can make a great earnings with, right? As you can see here, we have leaders in the space and in SCF who are building their team and introducing this to other persons. As you can see, look at this. This person is making $12,421, right? $14,162 in commissions, right? And definitely that is something that you can do as well by doing what? Making your donation and helping others who are interested in getting into amazing crypto projects this year that will make them a good 10x or 20x, just inviting them to get involved. Look at the FSP price. So remember when they started this new buyback mechanism, where basically now the persons who are building their teams, they get paid in the FSU, which is the FinSwap stablecoin, and you would then pair your FSU with your FSP, and you can cash that all out to USDT. Now, they did that on the 6th of March when they rolled out that particular update. The FSP was at $1, right? Now, look at the progression of the price from since then, right? 7th of March, 1.01, $1.01. 8th, $1.06. By the 12th of March, it was $1.15. Okay? And at that time, only about 1.6 million FSP was destroyed. Now look at where we are going now, right? Now before you could get 100 FSPs for 100 USDT, now you can get 85 FSPs for the same 100 USDT. So it's like the longer you're waiting, the more that you lose here, right? In crypto space, when it comes to making money, you need to do what? Buy low and sell high, right? Not even only in the crypto space, stocks, you need to buy stocks at a lower price, then sell it when the price gets high, right? Real estate, you buy your houses at a lower price and then you flip it for a higher price. That's how you get your profits, okay? So basically, for persons who are builders, for you to cash out here, you pair your FSU with your FSP. So like in this example here, this person has 100 FSU, okay, and that it gives them 88.51 FSPs. So they don't have to sell 100 FSPs to get $100. They need to only sell 88.51 FSPs to get $100, and then they get back $200 USDT. Okay. And that is just like how it is rolling right now. Now, here is the price projection. And basically, from since the burn has started, it has been averaging a profit of 3% per day, right? That means your asset has been growing. So congratulations to all those on this call that did their donation at $1. If you are here, you did your donation at $1. Drop some ones in the chat because right now you are very heavily in profits already, right? And so look at that. Day one, it was at $1 USD. Day 10, we're at $1.30. In fact, we're at $1.31 today. Okay. By the next 10 days, it should be at $1.75. 30 days, 187. 40 days, 217. By 90 days, which is 3 months, if we were just on this particular burn, it would be at $3.67 per coin, which means that if you had 1,000 FSP, it would now be worth $3,670, right? So that is like the power of what you have here. Now, I foresee this doing way more numbers than this, but this is just like a conservative price projection. But even at being a conservative price projection, 3% per day gain on your FSP donation is amazing, right? And if you agree, drop some ones in the chat for me right now. If you agree with that 3% a day is amazing. So they have projected by day 120, we would be at $4.57 per coin. So guys, do the math. If you have 1,000 coins, that's 4,570. If you have 2,000, that is over 9,000 in profit. If you have 3,000 FSPs, that is 12,000 in profit, right? And we could go on and on and on. Of course, you are free to do your calculations, right? So after 90 days, they're looking at it being at 367 per coin. And after 120 days, they're looking at it being at 4.57 per coin. Now, this is conservatively, okay? It can do way more than that. Let's see what will happen. But this is amazing nonetheless, right? Look at it. 1,000 FSP after 90 days would be worth 7,340. After 120 days would be worth 9,140. All right. So you do the math, guys. You do the math, and then of course, look at your risk to reward ratio. How much are you willing to risk in order for you to get the reward, right? What are your financial goals? Of course, when doing that, guys, we have to make sure that we do that responsibly, right? Whatever you put in, can you afford to lose it? If you lose it, would you be like, okay, I lost on that one. Let's see what's happening next, right? Because that is what it's like. You could literally put $1,000 on Solana, for example, or $1,000 on ADA, or $1,000 on XRP, or $1,000 on any other coin. It could pump or it could not, right? It's always some type of risk, no matter what project it is. But it's up to you to really gauge your level of risk. What are you willing to risk to get the reward, right? How long can the project last? Of course, this project has been going 3 years now and, is about to pump it out for the entire year, launch their whole decentralized exchange, bring in new developers, create a bunch of new projects on top of the blockchain on which we're going to get airdrops of. So I think the question has been answered, right? I mean, this project is not going anywhere, right? Of course, what's the projected income after a week, a month, 3 months? Is there any upside potential to make $1 million? Absolutely, yes. I think we've already shown that there's massive upside potential to make over $1 million here. It all depends on you. Are you willing to take the risk in order for you to reap the reward? So with this opportunity here, of course, you're able to create high income if you're wanting to promote it. And of course, including the many X's that you're going to get on the FSP coin, just on your FSP value rising, right? Just on this alone, you can make, 6, 7 figures. It all depends on you. And then, of course, if you decide to promote this, you get a high commission as well, right? Fast payment every single day, 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. This is being paid out, right? For the volume that was generated the previous day. Easy to duplicate. Simply, you just need 5 directs, and then you need to build 2 legs. Okay, and we'll show you a little bit more about that. And of course, positive cash flow, because of course, no overpaying, because this is only calculated on volume that was generated for the past 24 hours. So therefore, there can never be any type of overpaying going on, which is one of the main things that cause projects to crash in this space, is that they are overpaying. So let's look at the compound. Of course, qualifying criteria, you need to have at least 5 direct sponsored to open up your 20 levels of earnings, okay? Secondly, you get 10% on your first level, 1% second level, then 0.3% on level 3, all the way down to level 20, okay? With this particular plan. You also have the team bonuses, of course. GM is 50,000 in team sales with 5 direct sponsors. VP is 150 in team sales with 2 GMs. SVP is 500,000 in team sales with 2 VPs. ED is 2 million in team sales with 2 SVPs. MD is 2 EDs with 6 million in team volume. And GP, which is the highest rank, is 15 million with 2 MDs, okay? And of course, when you hit those ranks, you get various team override, where you're able to earn 3% all the way to 18% of your team of your team bonus there, okay? Of course, there's an earnings quota, so whatever you donate, you will be able to earn from 3 times all the way up to 9 times that amount in earnings, okay? So if you're a regular user, for example, and you donated $500, you would be able to earn 3 times that 500, which would be $1,500, right? Okay, and so if it's 1,000, then that'll be $3,000. Okay, if you're a GM, then that means you're able to earn up to $4,000. VP, 5,000, going all the way to $9,000 on that $1,000 donation. Okay, simple, easy peasy. So then once your quota has been filled and you have earned the amount that your donation allows you to earn, then you will now be able to now make another donation and get another opening of your earnings. Okay. Now, there's also a leader incentive for SVPs and above, that they get to participate in 5% company daily sales. So the 5% of a pool, okay, total company sales, then SVPs, EDs, MDs, and GPs, they actually share in that pool. So the sharing formula is based on the small area team sales, as in any team sales on your weaker leg, right? Divided by the whole world small area team sales, that's going to determine the percentage that you receive on that particular day. So once you're SVP and above, you now start also earning from the company daily sales, okay? And then, of course, once you are building, if you are building it with a 2x2 matrix structure, then you can potentially earn over 6 million in commissions just following this structure here. So let's say assuming you just did 10% of that, I think making yourself at least $629,000 just in commissions is absolutely amazing. Okay, so basically as a networker, you would sign up your 5 under you. It could all be you. Okay, just to help you leverage here, and then you build 2 legs under 2 positions here. Okay, and that will help you really double down and earn even more money. So can one active person bring 2 active persons in 1 week? I think absolutely we can do that, right? And for those of us who already have teams, first of all, you would start by waking up your team, letting your team know, hey, this is what is happening. You can now earn. When you make your donation earns you at least 3% every single day. That is amazing. This is what you want. You want your money to grow. And even as your money is growing, once the FSP is launched, you're now going to be able to sell those coins for USDT. Okay. So, in 5 months, which is about 20 weeks, building this opportunity here, if you are a builder, then of course you can earn at least 6 figures here. Okay. And then in team bonus plus the pool, that's another 6 figures that you could earn, possibly earning you over $1.2 million. So the question is, what is your reward to your risk ratio? Okay. Are you willing to risk $1,000 to be able to make over $1 million, right? Or more? It's really, really up to you. I think when the question is asked, is it worth it? I think we have definitely gotten our answer resoundingly. Now, one other quick thing that I want to share as well is the mining cash out through donation. Now, many people have been asking about this, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure to do a quick breakdown on this, okay? So that means for the persons who are mining SCF, for example, and you want to be able to cash out some of that SCF, this is how it goes, okay? So let's say you have $100 in SCF, okay? All right, you're going to swap it to FUSD. Then you're going to make a donation with your FUSD and then add some fresh USDT. So in this example, you have 100 FUSD. So you're now going to add 100 USDT. That will now give you a value of $200 worth of FSP, okay? All right. Now, once you've done that, then you purchase 200 FSU from P2P. So there will be an OTC peer-to-peer counter being launched in the application very soon, where you'll be able to buy your FSU. And so you can purchase your 200 FSU, and then you're going to pair the 200 FSU with your 200 FSP, and it's going to give you 200 plus 200, 400 USDT. Okay, so you got back the FUSD, which you had swapped from SCF. Okay, you got back your 100 USDT. Okay, and then that gave you 200 FSP. You also now got yourself $200 back. So now you have 400, and you get to do that in 1 transaction. Okay, 1 transaction. So it's a pretty easy process there. As long as you have your FSU, you can then now pair it with the FSP and then cash that all out in USDT if you would like to do so.